Y'all better hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband, because Titus and Levi are live on Not the Experts. And now for your hosts, Titus and Levi.
That's right.
What?
LaGrange is on. 706 is on. I'm Titus Majors. That is Levi Evans. This is Not the Experts, live from the Butler Multimedia Production Studios, LaGrange, Georgia. Levi, what's happening, bro? That's right. What's happening, bro?
Dude, I'm getting a nice tan on.
Are you?
Yeah, playing a lot of golf.
Oh, yeah?
That's been the best thing about this shutdown, COVID shutdown, I guess you could say.
Golf being around?
Golf is still open here in Georgia, which is, thank you.
I mean, what really closed in Georgia?
Yeah.
Realistically.
A decent amount.
Yeah, it was like, we were like halfway closed and halfway open at the same time.
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
wild. But yeah, I feel like golf is something that could stay open just because you don't have to be with people if you don't want to.
Exactly, but a lot of states have had golf shut down this whole time.
Yeah.
And to me, that doesn't make any sense at all because there's not a lot of things you share or are touching that other people are touching.
The only thing is the carts.
Yeah.
If you're not walking.
Yeah, and if you got a nice, like the course I go to, they spray down the carts.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, and wipe them down. So it's straight.
Yeah. Shout out to that. I got to get my golf clubs out the box.
Yeah,
finally.
We're going to go play soon.
Absolutely, because I bought clubs last year. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to play some golf. And then it was like summer and it was too hot. I'm like, this like 85 degree golf, I'm not here for that. I need a nice 70 degree morning or something.
Yeah.
If I don't get up in the morning, I'm not doing it. I'm just not. Like, it's over with. I missed the boat.
Yeah.
I ain't out there before 10. Ain't no golf happening. So
get out there after like 3 though, you be straight.
Yeah,
it's not too hot.
That's a fact. Yeah, I got to do that for sure.
Yeah.
So we got a fun show today. We have a very interactive show. You guys, we asked yesterday on the Facebook how many what you guys want us to talk about. You guys contributed, so pretty much everything you guys suggested is going to be spoken about in this show. You'll be shouted out if you did that. So always be on the lookout to give us ideas. You know, we'll talk more about that later.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Huge shout out to you guys. Y'all are pretty much y'all gave us the content. For this show.
Because honestly, look behind the curtain. This was a difficult week. We pulled out. What was episode 7, right? 7. We pulled out 6 weeks of content out of nowhere, and the struggle got real this week.
Yeah,
with no sports, but y'all came through, so we appreciate all of you. Thank you very, very much for helping create the content for this show. So, Levi, we gotta get to Note the Experts. We got some polls to update.
Experts.
Yeah, we had a lot of polls this week, right?
We had 3 polls.
3, okay,
for me to update here. Before I get into the polls, since this is Note the Experts, guess I'll do a little bit of announcements.
Oh yeah.
Next week we will not be here, not on Sunday.
Yes.
Tune in Monday night next week for Not the Experts, because next Sunday is Mother's Day.
Facts that.
And we got stuff to do. But we will be back here with you on Monday, and we'll be talking, I'm sure, The Last Dance.
Oh yeah, they ain't taking no breaks.
Yeah, they're not taking any breaks.
They like Mother's Day's over by 9 p.m.
Yeah, and if y'all have any content, y'all want us to cover any topics, send those in too. We can cover that. And if something new happens within that
time
week,
frame,
we'll bring it to you. 2 other announcements. In 2 weeks, we're going to have our first in-studio guest. I guess maybe second. It'll be our second in-studio guest. Shout out to Jack Flex for being our first official studio guest. I've had some mixed feelings. Like, I had people who thoroughly enjoyed that, and some people who thoroughly were embarrassed through the whole thing.
There's no in between with that one.
There really isn't.
People love it or hate it.
If you love cringy comedy, that was it. That's you. Yes. But if you don't like cringy comedy, then don't go back and watch it.
Yeah, like people love or hate it. There's no one like, it was okay. No, it's none of that. It's just that was all for it. That was really funny.
Yeah, I had some people ask me, what were you thinking? And then I had some people ask me, what were you thinking? That was a great idea.
It was one of those things.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of it, man. You
I
say
love
swings. As long as if 100% of the people don't hate it, that means it was okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're only 7 episodes in.
That's right.
We're still kind of new at this.
We're only going up from here.
Getting our feet wet still.
Absolutely.
And then last announcement I have before I give you these Twitter polls. Just we got merch on the way soon.
That's a fact.
We're getting some hats. We're getting your dad hats and your trucker hats like Titus has on.
Repping. It's not the experts brand repping. We will get more shirts in too. Y'all let us know what you like, and then we will know how to move forward with the gear to get that we have to give y'all. So y'all let us know what you want, what kind you want, and whatever is the most. That's what we're trying to do. We're small enough. We might be able to do some specialties for y'all. Yeah, because we're small enough. But
so you got any?
You let us know
specific color schemes, anything like that you want from us. We'll try to get it to you.
Yep,
before the people, not the experts.
That's a fact.
All right, so Twitter polls.
Absolutely.
From last week. Let me get into it. Face ID worked. Okay. The first one. Let me get to it.
You good?
We'll go to One Gotta Go.
Yeah, let's get right to it.
Yeah, so we only had one last week. Titus brought to us. Very tight race. This was between...
This one got crazy.
4 Disney movies I'd never seen before. And so... we got a tie for the winner.
Yeah.
Of who has to leave.
It was wild.
Moana or Moana.
Moana.
And Zootopia tied for 29%.
Yeah, that was wild.
Tangled came in by, in NASCAR terms, 0.005 seconds behind with 28%. And Brave got 14%. So Brave gets to stay. Well, I guess... So Moana and Zootopia are going?
I guess they both have to go together. I was very confused. I didn't know what to do with the tie. I didn't plan for a tie when I did One Gotta Go.
It's crazy.
It was wild. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like y'all lying a little bit, but I haven't seen Brave. But I do know that I enjoy Moana, Zootopia, and Tangled. So the fact that all y'all slandered them, I feel like, I think it is, bro. I think because of my early takes on One Gotta Go, I'm the villain now. So whatever I say, they're gonna disagree with.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what's happened here.
You solidified.
I came out the gate really strong on One Gotta Go.
Yeah, you did.
With my slander. So I think that has affected how people view my opinions on Disney movies. And you know what? It is what it is. I stand by what I said. Everything that I said, I stand by. I don't even remember some of it, but I stand by it. So I'll take that.
Somebody's in the comments is making fun of me for my pronunciation of Moana, but I think the movie would have been better if it was Moana.
What type of?
What would be the theme of Moana? I don't know. A guy named Mo and a girl named Anna going through life on an island. All right, so second poll.
Yep.
Which is one of my favorite polls we have done, which I'll put it up there. Is Levi's dad's question asking if Tua would be moved to wide receiver or running back on the Dolphins the worst question ever?
Every time I think about that story, I laugh. Like if I look at the poll, if I think about it, I just bust out laughing because it kills me because I legitimately wanted to find a way to defend your dad. You told me you had a bad dad take. And then you told me what the take was, and I had nothing. There was nothing I could do. I was stuck. Yeah. I was just stuck.
I'm so glad that you were in full agreement with me on that. Because it's hard for me and Titus to fully agree on anything, but I'm glad we are in the same boat.
Yeah, we absolutely are.
And so are our followers, because it got 100% yes.
Support.
Yes, Levi's dad's question asking if Tua would be moved to running back or wide receiver on the Dolphins is indeed the most stupidest question one can ask. You know how they say there are no stupid questions? We found a stupid question.
We definitely found it. We absolutely found it.
This one did not get as
it didn't get a
resounding yes as I was hoping for, because I know one person in particular who voted no on this, and I knew he would.
Yeah.
Because he fully believes it. Is Levi's dad's take that Jalen should have been taken over Tua in the draft the worst take ever?
Wait, someone else believes that?
It got 77% yes and 23% no.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, wow. Okay.
So, if you voted no on that, DM me. Tell me why you think that's not a stupid take.
We want a 2-page essay, single space, Times New Roman font. All the college
2-page minimum.
What was the MLA format? Want MLA format? Did I get that right, Miss Christina?
Yeah.
Hey, let's get it.
Yeah, I want the references,
Yeah.
the citations, everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, that wraps up the Twitter polls for this week.
My dad has a vote that says break the tie. Moana can stay because it had The Rock in it.
Okay.
The Rock was in Moana.
So we got a winner then.
Yeah. So
wait, who'd that leave out then?
Zootopia's out of there.
Zootopia. Get
All
out
right.
of here, Zootopia.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zootopia.
Goodbye.
Yeah, you didn't have The Rock. And no, The Rock is key.
Yeah.
Oh, one last announcement. Because you all did do the podcast thing, a podcast will be up in the morning. Early. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, there will be a Tiger King podcast available to you, which featured all four of us. Featured me, Levi, and our wonderful producers, the Butlers. So it was a lot of fun. Somebody had a really controversial opinion on that. You'll never guess who it was.
Yeah, you never guess.
Never guess who that was.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
Yeah. We did that pod like a month ago.
Yeah.
Pretty much a month ago.
Yeah.
And I'm wanting to do another one just so we can all pile in on Titus. Yeah, exactly. Because I have more evidence to back up why Titus's take were so terrible.
My alleged take. I think
Yeah.
it was awesome. But yeah, that'll be out early tomorrow morning. Like when you wake up, if you wake up at, normal hours, it'll be out there for you in your podcast apps, wherever you follow the podcast at. And if you would like that to be uploaded to the YouTube channel, I can probably do that as well. Just let me know if y'all want the podcast stuff on YouTube, even if it's not video. Y'all let me know what y'all want, and we will get it done for you. Because we are here for the people.
We're here for you, the
right.
people.
The
Because
people-
we're all not experts
We are
in
the
this
People's
world
Podcast.
of people who claim to be experts.
It's a fact. We're the People's Podcast. For sure.
For the people.
So
by the
let's
people.
get into this. Let's get into the meat. Get into the meat. The
You
meat
mean
potatoes.
The DRAFTERMATH,
DRAFTERMATH, baby.
coined by Titus.
Thank you.
Majors,
Yeah.
trademarked.
I was happy about that. Yeah, so we had a week to reflect on the draft. Some of us were very angry last week about the draft. I don't know who that was, but some of us had a lot of energy and a lot of opinions about the draft. And we've had about 10 days to reflect on the occurrences that occurred during this draft last week.
Mhm.
So
Been able to marinate.
yeah, been able
over
to
it.
marinate. GMs have made statements and said things that made things worse in your minds, some of our minds, and better. What up, Howie? Levi, do you have any thoughts on like any teams overall with the draft?
Yeah, shout out to Dallas for signing Andy Dalton.
Wow.
1 year, $7 million contract.
Imagine getting a backup quarterback without spending a second round pick on him.
Exactly.
Isn't that something? Ain't that just a peach?
Yeah.
Is that the phrase? What's the phrase? Isn't that peachy? That's the phrase, right? I'm sorry. I'm not.
How do you
Southern
feel
enough.
about that? Your arch rival, most hated team getting a pretty solid backup QB for nothing.
I wasn't happy. I was like, oh, look, more evidence as to how you can get a backup quarterback for cheap. Ain't
Yeah.
that something? Yeah.
Mhm.
And Andy just went right over there. And then, Carson's also kind of a redhead. So, like, we could add the redhead bros.
Yeah.
But
No,
nah.
could have.
The
ginger bros.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We were on the same wavelength right there. Could add the ginger bros, but nope. Can't do that. We had the second round where we could draft Jalen Hurts. I'm not going to yell today. Not going to yell. That's
Yeah.
I'm going to yell. No one really believes me. You said you believe me. I kind of think you do. But I feel like if it was a bet line, you would bet against me. But you would encourage me not to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Is that accurate?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I don't feel like you really believe that. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to yell today. So, Levi, I don't know if you know this, but Howie had to go on the PR tour this week,
Mhm.
Howie Roseman. And he had to,
The
clarify.
GM for the
Yeah,
Philadelphia
him.
Eagles,
I'm
right?
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
GM
people
for
who don't
Philadelphia
know who
Eagles.
Titus is talking about,
I'm really inside
he
baseball right now.
really does not like the general manager
I
of his NFL
have loved
team.
him for years, and these last 2 weeks have made me question everything about our relationship. So he had some quotes, and he had to make some statements because people still want explanations on his terrible decisions, and we can go ahead and pull that up. The first one, yeah. So he was talking about how people were like, well, why'd you draft a quarterback in this, that, and third? And he had some comments on that and the Rieger thing. He tried to throw it on Doug. He's like, well, we have to draft players that fit our coach's vision. That's what he said about Jalen Rieger, which is whatever. Don't try and throw Doug under the bus now. This is your team. It's your team just as it is his. Don't try and throw Doug under the bus for this.
Mhm.
So he was just saying how Carson might be. There we go. Yeah. This is his quote. This is one of his quotes. Levi. What helps the team the most at the moment? Probably a different player at a different position because we have a great player there. Talking about that quarterback.
Mhm.
He said, but my job is different. I've got to do everything I can to make sure Carson Wentz is standing on that podium holding that trophy. So, so what does that statement even mean, Levi? What does any of that mean?
I feel like
It's word vomit. He is spewing word vomit, bro. He's not saying anything.
Well, it's definite word vomit because when people usually vomit words, it ends up contradicting themselves.
Yeah.
And so I feel like there's a major contradiction in there.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So what I'm finally realizing, what I'm ultimately realizing with Howie Roseman is that he doesn't trust Carson Wentz. He doesn't believe in Carson as much as I think he should. I think, and he's trying to like couch it in this other stuff.
I mean, isn't it
And-
fair though with Carson Wentz injury history?
Here is my problem. Well, here's the thing. All
You
right.
could have gotten Andy Dalton though instead of wasting a second round pick
for
on
one,
Jalen
that's one
Hurts.
thing. And the
a
other
more
thing is-
polished QB.
You just paid him last year, and if you don't believe in him, a team will take Carson, a 27-year-old
Mm-hmm.
who's already under contract, who the cap hit is mainly going to hit you and not them.
Mm-hmm.
A team will take that any day. And the draft just passed. You could have gotten a nice haul for that.
Yeah.
So why wait till the draft to then draft a quarterback and then try and do all this? Yeah, we love Carson. Carson's
Mhm.
great, blah, blah, blah. You had him. You were just like, I need you to just be consistent. And this is not consistent. Drafting Jalen Hurts does not make this team better. Drafting Jalen Hurts does not put Carson Wentz in the position to hoist the trophy.
Mm-hmm.
It puts you in the position to have a security blanket or somebody. I'm sorry. We're a quarterback factory. So it puts in this position to get a trade piece in 4 years that doesn't help Carson win right now.
Yeah.
I believe Carson Wentz is a top 10 quarterback in the league. I don't think there are 10 quarterbacks in the league right now better than him, which means you need to do everything you can to give him the weapons around him to support. That's how you support your team, by winning championships. We're not in a rebuilding mode. We're in a win mode. We just won a Super Bowl 3 years ago. We just made the playoffs. We've been in the playoffs every year except for Doug Peterson's first season. Therefore, the goal is to be in the playoffs and to win championships. We're not in the rebuilding mode. So we need to be making moves towards winning championships, not towards some future idea that maybe Carson might get hurt and then we need Jalen Hurts to win the game. Like, that's not how this works. It's not any of this works.
Okay. Well, let me follow up on that.
Okay.
One, the NFL, out of all leagues, and it's described by all, it's the copycat league, correct?
Yes.
Everyone wants to copy each other's success. Look at how many former Bills coaching, members are now coaching for another team. How many teams are out here trying to copy another team's, prior success?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're about to see a wave, or we're just seeing the beginning of a wave. Teams are going to try and risk maybe, a good pick or something, or risk good assets that they have, because they're trying to chase the new mold for the copycat, which I think is Lamar Jackson. So I think getting a quarterback who can do both, who can run and throw, I think is going to be the eventual move, or we're already starting to see that move in the NFL. But also, I did see an article. You probably saw it. I didn't read the article. The headline was enough for me, like it is most of us out there, unfortunately. Read the articles, people, before you share them, especially. But anyways,
especially share them.
It has been said by maybe Howie, or I don't know, is Doug Peterson, somebody, they said, don't expect to see Jalen Hurts just riding the bench this whole season. Expect to see him with a lot of playing time. And they were making it known as in he'd be playing not just QB, but they'd be using him, in other positions as well. And maybe trying to open up the playbook and get a little creative with it.
The theory is they're going to do the Taysom Hill thing.
Okay, yeah.
But you know what I would have rather had?
Mm-hmm.
Who they would have drafted had Jalen Hurts not been on the board? J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
Because that could help.
I'm with you, man. We just went over a Twitter poll about, my dad's takes on Jalen being the worst ever.
Yeah.
So I don't disagree with you that it was not the best choice for that pick.
Yeah, it just didn't make sense. And you're putting Carson has been in a position of having to fight for his spot every single year. Whether no matter how much they establish him as a starter, there's always a contingency that has him having to fight for his spot. He got to the playoffs with a box of scraps last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was him, Miles Sanders, and just things on the field, and he got that team to the playoffs. So I don't like putting him in this position again to have to fight off someone behind him who people are gonna, whether it makes sense or not, people are gonna say, "Oh, maybe they need to make him start. Maybe do this, do that." It's not fair to him, and it just doesn't add up logically when you just paid him last year.
Yeah.
Like, we just need to do the smart thing here, which would have been drafting some immediate help, not a gadget player. You don't draft gadget players in the second round of the draft, bro. Taysom Hill was undrafted.
Well, they drafted a gadget player in the first round too with Rhaegar.
Rhaegar's gonna be okay unless he has one drop, and then I'm done with him forever. Literally, he has one drop, and I'm done with Rhaegar forever.
Wow.
But I'm trying to be nice to him. I'm trying to come around on that because I saw
him
fast
a short
he is.
leash.
Oh, I just deal with 4 years of Aguilar. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't have time for drops at all. It's gonna make me cry. But and then there was another quote that Howie had on, I guess, because Donovan McNabb insinuated that Carson Wentz probably isn't happy with what happened. Donovan is really weird with the Eagles. He always says things, and I don't think he talks to anybody on the team,
Mm-hmm.
but he always has like really weird opinions on him. But yeah, another quote. We got that on if Carson isn't happy. Howie Roseman talked about that, and he said, "At the end of the day, we're gonna do whatever we can to protect the Philadelphia Eagles." This is what Howie Roseman said. "We love Carson, and we've shown him we love him, but we gotta do what's right for the team, and that's what makes the job harder. We drafted Dallas Goedert. I'm sure Zach Ertz wasn't happy. First of all, using two tight ends, using the other tight end you drafted doesn't add up.
They can be on the field at the same time. Yeah.
And they literally, like, when they came in the game, Dallas was more of a blocker and Zach was more of a pass catcher, which is how that works.
Mhm.
One guy's more of a blocker, run blocker, and the other guy's more of a pass catcher. Zach isn't the greatest blocker because
Mm-hmm.
no receiving tight end that catches passes can block except for like Gronkowski. And I don't even think he knew how to do it. He was just 700 pounds and no one could stop him. Like, you couldn't do anything about it. I don't think he had any technique. You know what I'm saying? But like, so that first quote, at the end of the day, we're going to do whatever we can to protect the Philadelphia Eagles. Does that not counteract what he said about trying to help Carson Wentz win a championship?
Mm-hmm.
Does that not say Carson Wentz is here, but like, I'm not really concerned with my quarterback who I just paid $128 million last season? I'm more concerned with protecting this franchise. This is all telling me you don't really believe in Carson like that. And if you don't believe in Carson, you should have traded him. I would have flamed you till October and said it better work. But that's what you should have done, realistically. Like, if we're being honest. Like, that's what.
Look, to me, Howie Roseman just pretty much said whatever the name of the Packers GM just has pretty much said since draft day as well. I mean, they're putting out traditional. They're going with the go-tos, the GM go-tos. That's the standard of what they say. When you get the position of GM, you get a book of go-to quotes. You didn't know this? You get a book of go-to quotes, and so you just go in the index, find what situation you're in, and then go to
throw all the quotes together.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what bothers me the most? It's like, don't treat me like I'm stupid. Don't treat the fans like we're dumb. We know what's going on. We can see what's happening right now. Like, your words aren't, everything you're saying is contradicting each other. And this idea that he's like, we've shown Carson we love him because we paid him, that's not how love works. Love is an action word. You don't get to buy me nice things and then call me trash the same day. Like, you don't get to do that. That's basically what he just did. Like, you don't get to buy me something and then bring my replacement in the crib talking about that's your best friend.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's your play cousin.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't doing none of that. None of that's happening. So I just don't get it. I don't understand what Howie's doing. Well, I think I know what Howie's doing. And I'm just tired. I can't do this. I didn't yell.
Yeah.
So all I know is this better work out.
Yeah. Just hang tight, Titus. You'll be fine. The Eagles will be good this year. They're going to exceed your expectations. To address some of the comments in here, which our viewers are having their own little conversation, Jacoby has brought back up the whole Drew Brees versus Aaron Rodgers thing. Somebody agreed with him, which is Chris. Don't worry, we're getting to that. That is in the line of topics we will be discussing today.
Good friendship for about 3 to 4 weeks, and then you just dropped that thing today, and I'm just like, this guy. I don't know this guy. I don't even know. It's like I don't even know you anymore, Jacoby.
Yeah.
I don't even know you, bro.
Aaron Rodgers did throw one touchdown to one first-round pick because they're talking about that in here. But don't worry, I'm representing Kobe today in this argument that we will be having because I'm on kind of the Drew Brees side too. Aaron Rodgers is a little overrated. And Frog says Gronk is the Dennis Rodman of the Patriots and now Bucks.
I respect that, actually. I see that.
He does the dirty work for you.
I can see the
I like
vision.
it. It's a good comparison.
Yeah, I can see the vision.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with that.
So are you over your Howie? Are you done with your
over
Howie thing? I know you're not over it.
I'm done talking about him.
He'll be okay.
Something else. He's gonna say something else this week, and I'm gonna get mad again.
Yeah.
I was legitimately over this, and then comments just kept coming out. I was looking for one specific quote today, and then stuff just kept coming out, and I just couldn't. I can't.
Just think, man. You're not in the same. I mean, you're not all alone out there on that boat. The Packers have pulled their boat right up next to y'all, so it's two of y'all out there in the middle of the ocean.
Dallas is literally being smarter than us, and it makes me hurt.
Because I mean, were you not listening when I made Jerry Jones my expert of the week last week? No.
Don't do this.
Okay.
Don't do this right now. I can't. Don't do this. All right.
One last thing in DRAFTERMATH I want to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much to talk about, I don't think, on it, but I mean, Cam still hasn't gotten signed yet.
I feel like Cam has to wait till the Roro ends to get signed because I don't think
People want to.
Yeah, people need that. They need their doctors to do a physical. I think that's what's happening with that. It's a very weird position to be in, though. It's kind of really weird because the whole league had to go by without him, pretty much. Like the draft, free agency, everything happened.
Yeah.
And this is a former league MVP not too long ago.
Yeah, not too long ago. How old is he though?
He might be 30.
Early 30s.
Might be 30.
I wanted to say like 31, 32.
Yeah.
Cam's going to go somewhere, people. It's just going to take a little bit. And Cam just may have to swallow the pill that he's not going to be the automatic starter. He may have to fight for the position or just ride the bench until he's needed on a team.
He'll turn 31 next week.
Yeah. And two, you got to think about
early birthday, Cam.
What's the injury report say? What's the current physical say?
Yeah,
what does his agent and him say also on the money? Because they may be wanting more money than what other teams are willing to spend right now.
Yeah, and he's legit just gonna have to. I think he's gonna have to wait.
Yeah, and I think we can finally pop the bubble too. I guess we can talk about this a little bit in Draft Math. We didn't. It just came to my head.
Good.
So we keep throwing out, Cam goes to the Patriots, or Cam should go to the Patriots. Well, I learned earlier this week that has been out there, and I just haven't dug far enough, I guess. But the Patriots literally have no room in the salary to sign anybody.
Yeah, because people saying Dalton, they're like they don't have money to sign Andy Dalton. I'm like, how you not have money to sign Andy Dalton?
Yeah, apparently they have $1 million left in their cap.
Who are they paying?
That's a good question. Well,
I'm so curious.
A lot of their old defensive players, I think that's who they're paying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was extremely confused. Like, who are they paying?
Yeah.
They don't pay anybody, I thought.
No.
That was the story. They don't pay anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I read an interesting article, too, about how it was a beat reporter about how we shouldn't shy away from the conversation or the thought that Bill Belichick may likely be doing the thing we would not think Bill Belichick would be willing to do, and that is tank for Trevor.
It's going to be funny if they don't get him.
Yeah.
But the problem with tanking in the AFC East is you're still in the AFC East. There's like a high chance that you might win that division with 6 wins.
Think about this, though. We can say it every year, which I don't know. I guess you can go back to some off seasons, and if you really want to dissect everything, break it down, teams usually do try to get better in the off season. They get better,
typically the goal, right?
Yeah, that's typically the goal. And you can see kind of like, especially the teams that drafted top 5 in this past draft, with those 5 pieces they got. I mean, yeah, they're getting better. So we don't expect Cincinnati to go 2-14 again with Joe Burrow. Well, some of us don't. Most of us don't.
No, they'll go 5.
Yeah, I think Washington is going to be a lot better team than they were last year too. But that's because of the injuries. We forget how loaded that injury roster was for them last year. They had both their top 2 running backs were taken out for the whole season last year. So I think they're going to be a lot better. So you got to think about that too. They are playing in a weaker division, but the Bills have gotten better. Miami's gotten a lot better on paper.
Oh wait, Washington's not in the AFC East, bro.
Well, I meant to throw out Washington because they were second pick, so they had a terrible record. So I don't expect them to mimic the same record they had last year.
I lost you for a second. I'm following you.
The Lions will probably still be as bad as they were last year, just because they're the Lions and they can't escape mediocrity.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think there's a very good possibility the Patriots, they're not going to be the worst team, but they may just unintentionally be a bad team next year, and they could use some assets, move them, and move up to the top pick. Who knows? I'd say it's very possible.
What if they tried to move up to the top pick and the team just wouldn't let them because they're like, you're not getting
no, that is very.
Dominance. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, if I'm a GM of a team who has the number 1 pick and say I have no interest in Trevor Lawrence, I have the QB, I'm good. I'm still not giving that giving that. I mean, I'm robbing the bank.
Absolutely.
To give them that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what's gonna happen there.
So
yeah, that's the thing. That's covered that. I got it off my chest again. I didn't yell, so I beat all of you. None of you believed in me. Y'all counted me out. I came up top, came up winning. I'm proud of myself. I thought I was gonna lose it at a certain point, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I think Scott lost it like in my head when I read the quotes already. So I already had it out of me. It's like, yelled so much last week, I didn't want to do that again. Especially not early in the show, because I wouldn't maybe do a whole show after that 20-minute rant last week. I'd have been done for the rest of the show. You'd had to carry the show. I'd have been out. So yeah, I think I covered draft math. So let's get to our game.
One gotta go.
Yay!
And quick shout out as we're pulling up the graphics.
Yes.
Thank you, Joe Duke, Benjamin Lee Ray, and Sydney and Brax for tuning in.
I appreciate y'all.
They just tuned in, so I want to
Okay,
give them a little
sweet.
shout out.
Yes, shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
So we are going to One Gotta Go. Now
And
this week we have the ultimate One Gotta Go.
Yes.
These are the lowest vote getters for the past 4 weeks of One Gotta Go that we have played.
So it's like the
Disney
championship round
yes.
of One Gotta Go.
Yes, this is the Disney bracket One Gotta Go, and these are the 4 finalists. We have The Lion King, Pocahontas, Brave, and Finding Nemo. This
Roll Tide, Ben.
is-
I just got to roll Tide in the comment.
Wow.
I can't not see a roll Tide and not respond
Lord
to
have
it.
mercy. Oh, my dad said the Pats also have $26 million in dead money.
Ooh.
That's the money they can't spend.
They're tanking for Trevor. I'm telling you.
Yo, Belichick's a bad cat manager. That's what's being confirmed to me.
No, actually he's not. Do you know why they traded out of the first? It's all statistics. They couldn't even afford a first round pick. Like that's why they traded down to the second
They're so
round because
broke.
they couldn't pay a first round caliber player.
They're so broke.
Yeah, that's how broke they are. But
Yeah.
it's all in God's, aka Robert Kraft's plan.
Oh, you just call him God?
Well, I mean, I'm speaking for the Bostonians out there
okay, I
because
got
that's
you.
their God.
Yeah, that
you
is
know?
their, yes, their
yeah.
man's. That's their man.
Them and I think it's like Robert Kraft, Matt Damon. Is he from Boston? Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the
No,
gods
you're
of
right.
Boston.
You're right. So, so we got Lion King, Pocahontas, Brave, and Finding Nemo. Now, I want to go around all the way around the room. Can I do that? Can I go all the way around the room? I
Yeah,
want everybody's votes.
we're gonna
Can I
get
everybody's votes?
Clay and Christina.
I'm
in
sorry.
on this
I'm sorry to
too.
throw this on you. I didn't tell you before the show, but I didn't think it'd be that
The
complicated.
championship of Disney.
Yes. To the brothers. Miss Christina, which one would you like to see go this week?
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas. One for Pocahontas. Clayton?
I would get killed if I said Finding Nemo, but
Nah, do it. Follow your heart.
I'm gonna go with Pocahontas.
Wow. Okay.
Although I do like to paint with all the colors of the wind.
That was well done. Levi?
Yeah, let's get Brave out of here because I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. I'm gonna watch Brave this weekend or this week, I think. But I'm gonna get Finding Nemo out of here.
Ooh,
because-
get out! You get out of here, Titus. How about that? All right, so it'll
Go,
just be me, Clay, and Christina. Titus can pack up his things and leave. Moving on.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that'd be pretty
terrible,
cool.
dude.
What?
You're getting fined out of.
Yeah. Finding Nemo made Finding Dory happen, which was probably trash.
You know I'm gonna.
So
You know I'm gonna
I
clip
said
this after the
probably. I didn't
show.
watch it.
You know I'm gonna clip this after the show and do you like my dad and put this on social media.
I don't.
Is this the worst
I'm not
take
your
ever?
dad. I
Is this
will
the
argue
one
with everybody on
worst
social
one
media.
gotta go ever?
Your dad just took that. I'm gonna come argue with everybody on it. Your dad just took that L. I'm gonna come at everybody about that. Finding Nemo did more harm to the fish community than good because everybody tried to buy clownfish.
I
and put
won't
them in
disagree with
freshwater.
that.
So
I won't.
Finding Nemo has to go because of its harm to the aquatic community. I'm watching a lot of Planet Earth. I'm very big on the Earth right now. Watch a lot of Planet Earth. You know BBC America has Planet Earth marathons like every Saturday.
No, I did not
It's the
know that.
greatest thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's so amazing. I love it. They had penguins on the other week. They're awesome. So
Dude, my roommate down in Auburn was a big Animal Planet fan. Shout out to
yeah,
Jack.
shout out to Animal
I'd be
Planet.
walking in one day and
And you used to be
You
see
just-
Animal Planet on?
be sitting there with Animal Planet on. Or
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Animal Planet, Planet Earth. Yeah.
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 So the
I
chat,
can't sit there and watch that.
the chat and the YouTube chat, Leah says Pocahontas has to go. Tyler Edie says bye Brave, too easy. My
Yeah.
father says Brave is out of here. So
I
it
got
seems
2 votes for Brave also
It's a-
on the
the community
Facebook
is
feed.
divided. This is exactly what I wanted. This is the beauty of the ultimate bracket because the opinions are gonna be so varied, and everyone's gonna have their own takes.
Your
Yeah.
boy Jacoby said Pocahontas got to go.
That's fine. He didn't say Lion King. As long as Lion King wins, I'm good, bro, personally.
Yeah, Lion
Lion
King
King-
definitely has to stay.
Yeah, Lion King has to be the lowest vote getter, and if it's not, it's gonna be a problem.
It's got another vote for Brave.
Hey.
So yeah, it looks like
It's gonna be between Brave and Pocahontas.
Team Brave. Get out of here,
Brave.
Brave.
And Pocahontas. It's all right. The people that love fish are gonna come to my side about the Finding Nemo thing.
No, the people who love fish love Finding Nemo, bro.
But Finding Nemo damages the fish
It
community.
teaches you. It
It doesn't
look.
teach you anything.
Yes, it does.
Finding Nemo teach you.
I learned that sea turtles, take a current somewhere out in Australia, and they ride that current, and they got to have a, exit buddy or something like
You
that.
know what I learned? Don't try and be grown. Don't try and be a grown little fish, Nemo. are trying to swim around.
See, that's another. That's
like you know what
see,
you're
that's
doing.
another teaching point right there. Listen to your fathers, kids
They
out there.
They still don't do it.
They don't.
Yeah.
But we're trying to show them the way.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Finding Nemo's out of here.
Yeah.
Salute to
Whatever.
Ellen. Salute to Ellen DeGeneres though. You're cool.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone else who acted in that movie.
All right. So I can't believe
I don't know
you're
a
getting rid
single
of
other
Finding
person, a
Nemo.
single other character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo out of here.
All right.
Goodbye.
So goodbye to Titus and Finding Nemo.
Fisher Friends. Talita says Fisher Friends, not food. They're both.
All right.
But yeah. So
Tasty, tasty friends.
exactly. So that's my one gotta go. Y'all, that will be on the Twitter poll, so y'all be
Shark
ready
bait,
to see
hoo-ah.
who wins the championship.
Shark bait. Hoo-ah. Shark bait. Hoo-ah. All right. Moving on.
Yep.
All right.
Levi, it's your turn.
Moving on. Don't touch the butt. I saw that. Forgot it. That's a great line too. That's one like
I didn't know
top
where that
Disney,
came from. I was very confused. Why you
Disney
threw that out.
lines
I
right
forgot.
there.
I forgot that happened. I was
Kids
very,
don't touch the butt.
yeah, it was a strong second. Why I was very confused is why you just said that.
Yeah.
Then it came back to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have one got to go this week.
All right. So I got a one got to go.
Yes,
Also sticking to the theme that my one got to go has got to go with. It's a lot. So I was doing, why NBA players.
Yes.
And I only had 3 because I didn't do one last week. So I had to pull a 4th one out.
Mhm.
And in honor of The Last Dance, Steve Kerr made the final 4 on this one gotta go. So yeah, just like Titus, I took the lowest vote getters or the winners out of each one. So we got Mr. John Stockton
Mhm.
up in your top left-hand corner. You got Kyle Korver right next to him. You got Brian Scalabrine left bottom, and Mr. Steve Kerr, who is now a coach.
Oh, I like the Steve Kerr thing where you had the coach and the coach
Yeah,
and
I
the
like
player.
that
That's pretty
image.
fire.
So
'Cause
put it up there.
I was looking like, why is Steph in this picture with Bull Steve Kerr, but now
Yeah.
I see Coach Steve Kerr in the background.
Yeah,
That's fire.
Nice little image grab right there.
Wow. So this seems pretty easy.
It seems easy, Titus. It seems easy. But for us white people out there who have too much love, an odd love for Brian Scalabrine, I don't know what he's done for us or for any team that he's played for, but he's most loved.
He's the least accomplished of the group. So like just on pure merit, he's got to go. Right? Just on pure merit.
Yeah.
Scalabrine's got to go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I'm telling Scalabrine to get out of here, but
Okay.
I don't think the rest of the viewers are going to be in that boat with me.
I think you're right, and that's what disturbs me, honestly,
Yeah.
because he needs to go badly, like quickly. Like this shouldn't even be a debate. He should get at least 70% of the vote.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's not going to.
I've got, let's see. Well, I do have a vote for the White Mamba, but
good,
I also
good,
have a
good.
comment right above it that says Scalabrine is the GOAT. And we have a vote for Kyle Korver. And I'm kind of
A
disrespecting.
Kyle Korver vote?
Yeah.
Nah, come on. That's
Yeah.
messed up. Kyle's the modern like hero.
Yeah. Kyle Korver is like the main one you should keep. Well, it's John Stockton's the main one you should keep
Yeah,
up
Stock's
there.
got to stay off legacy.
Yeah,
Wait, Scalabrine does have a ring, right?
he does with Boston, I think.
Okay,
He was there with the big 3.
Stockton.
Oh, okay.
But
Stugotz.
Stockton is a Hall of Famer and a leader in stats in some
And
statistical
steals.
categories. Yes,
Assists and steals.
Yeah, so,
Yes.
yeah, he's got to. So yeah,
He's
he's
the
got to say
creator.
he's still more accomplished. He's
Yeah.
more accomplished. So yeah,
All right, so your vote is for Scalabrine.
absolutely.
My vote's for Scalabrine.
Yes.
But as always, after the show, go on Twitter at NTE Podcast.
Mhm.
If you're not already following us, go follow us.
That's a
But
fact.
we will have these posted on the poll for you to vote. And we will reveal the winners next week.
Yes, Tyler Edie says Scalabrine averaged 2.4 points for his career. Can't say bye to the other guys. That's facts.
Yeah, that's facts.
2.4 is more than Skip Bayless averaged in high school.
And that's more than LeVar Ball average. Is it?
I think so, actually. Yeah, I think you're
something
right.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Moving
so-
on?
Yep. To the next.
Yeah. I can't remember if could you update our sidebar, Mr. Clay Butler? Yeah. Because I can't remember what our next
Yeah,
I
don't know
rely
what
on
it
this
was.
sidebar
the
too
order?
much too.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah. It's
Who-
definitely something from the Facebook topics.
Yeah, it's something from the Facebook
So,
topics. I
while we
want to
kill
say it's
time-
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, there we go.
I
Aaron
wanna
Rodgers.
It is Aaron Rodgers. So just like I said earlier, we're gonna talk about Aaron Rodgers.
I'm about to get
and
mad.
here we are.
I'm about to get mad.
And this is mainly
Levi,
because
you have an Aaron Rodgers opinion, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so this
and get
wasn't
this
even a
off.
topic of discussion that got submitted to us. We just Titus came across my cousin's Facebook post, which is Jacoby Baxley. His Facebook post
Loyal
read
listener.
that Drew Brees is better than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. And I responded with, in what?
Yeah.
And he goes, football. And I said, on Madden? And he decided to tell me that the NFL. And I'm like, oh, so we're really talking about real life football. Okay. Well, that's wrong.
Yeah.
But you wanted to talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
anyway.
and so it's funny. So me and Kobe, me and you, we're on this kind of the same wavelength here because earlier this week, as I was racking my brain of what the heck do we talk about because it's dwindling. I came, I had this random thought, and it's not just it's a random thought, but it's a thought that I've had for a while. We give Aaron Rodgers too many passes. He'll lose a playoff game. We'll go on a bad streak of losses, and we're blaming everybody else but Aaron Rodgers. And we're still out here with our pitchforks saying Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT. He may be the best of all time is the best right now.
You're already misrepresenting the argument.
Okay, it used to be.
It was he's the most talented. He's the most talented.
Most talented.
Yes.
All right. This is going to be a hard battle because, I'm not necessarily, I do think he's overrated, but it's hard for me to argue that he's better than Drew Brees.
How?
But I will say this. I mean, they both have one ring, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But have you watched them play football?
Yeah, I've watched them play football.
Okay, so the argument's over if you've seen them play football.
Yeah, but Drew Brees, he's a compiler.
He is. He's the ultimate. He's a great high-level compiler.
But
he's
a compiler.
Yes.
But why don't we ever talk about Drew Brees when we bring in Tom Brady in the discussion of being the oldest dude like playing in the NFL? How can he still put up these numbers and these types of performances at his age? Drew Brees is playing better than, was he 40, 41?
I think he's 40.
He's playing better than Tom Brady when he was 40 or 41. Why don't we give him a pass on that?
Brees has never been looked at as the best quarterback in his time.
And that's our fault,
No, it's not our fault. It's because he's never been that. Brees has never been that, bro. At no point has Brees ever been. Because he's not that good. He's not those guys. He's not Brady, even though, he's not Brady. He's not Rodgers. He's not even Russell Wilson, to be honest. He's a very, very good player with a very good offensive minded coach who always put very good offensive weapons around him, and he made the most of them. But he's also just no one's ever looked at Drew Brees and said, "Oh, this is clear. This is the best quarterback in football." He's always been a guy around there.
Mm-hmm.
He played in the Manning and Brady era. He was never those two.
Mm-hmm.
Rodgers came up. He was never Rodgers. And he's a good quarterback, but he's not.
All right, during the Brady Manning era,
yes,
he was mainly in San Diego, correct?
No.
Well, I guess towards the when he get there
Manning,
in 2006, 2005.
Yeah. Like Manning didn't even win a Super Bowl before Brees was in New Orleans.
Okay,
Manning's first Super Bowl came Brees in New Orleans.
That's fine. But we could agree too. Over in San Diego, he just had nobody around him. I mean, it's pretty much San Diego of today or LA of today. The Chargers did not do much to help him out, and they also kind of thought he was washed with the injury as well.
Yeah.
But look, I hate to go reach into this bag, to pull out for my argument because I hate hearing this. But we can kind of semi-agree that Drew Brees could have another ring right now, but he kind of did get robbed in his last two playoff games.
You mean the games he threw away?
The games he threw away?
Yeah, you remember the time they fumbled the ball?
Yeah, he did fumble the ball.
Yeah.
We fumble things sometimes.
The interception he threw against the...
I'll work with a dude who drops everything that he has in his hand. We always have to make backups for everything.
Is his name Aguilar?
No. I'm going to start calling him Aguilar, though. He probably won't get the reference. I'll tell him to go look it up.
Do that.
Yeah.
How about the year before that when our new cornerback, Roby Coleman, hit that pass interference? How about the time that Brees also threw in a game-breaking interception in that same game?
Hey.
You mean like Brees had thrown away games too?
Yeah, but...
All right. He didn't get robbed. He's played a hand in them losing. He's helped them lose.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, you can say he got robbed, but you can also say he left the front door wide open with all this stuff there.
Okay.
And said, come take it. That's pretty much what he's done.
Okay. I mean, the stats would say otherwise.
Because he's a compiler. If you're a compiler, you're going to have good stats.
Well, I'm having to throw that argument out there, Titus. I told you this is hard, but... I do think Aaron Rodgers is a little overrated. I do think we give him way too many passes because if he was the elite QB he was, I feel like he would have been able to pull. Dude, Aaron Rodgers like 2 seasons ago or a season ago had a streak of where he couldn't even like get close to scoring a touchdown, didn't he?
No, I
and,
don't remember that.
And he's had guys bail him out. Like, how many yards did he rack up with throwing a swing pass to Ty Montgomery? I mean,
Ty Montgomery's a game breaker now?
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of checkdowns to Ty Montgomery that one season.
You know why? Because no one else to throw the ball to.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
All right, then.
Yeah.
How about we talk about the fact that the Packers organization has failed him miserably? The Packers organization.
I'm on the boat with you there, too. I mean, why'd they draft Jordan Love? I don't know.
They had Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers and have one championship between both of those guys, and both of the guys are going to be Hall of Famers. What a trash organization. That is like Indianapolis Colts level trash in terms of managing quarterbacks.
You know what? I'm taking this argument to the spin cycle. I would rather Drew Brees date my future made-up daughter than Aaron Rodgers, because Drew Brees is a better guy than Aaron Rodgers is. Boom. I won this argument. Next one.
I hate you so much.
Boom.
I hate you so much.
I mean, can you really trust a guy? Do you want a guy who doesn't even talk to his own mom and dad to lead your locker room?
I don't know what mom and dad did to him.
Titus?
I don't know what mom and dad did to him.
All they did was try to get him to believe in Jesus.
That's
all
it was.
Titus.
That's their story. That's their side of the story.
Well, we're sticking to it.
I don't care. Shout out Aaron Rodgers.
Me, my bro Jordan, and my other bro Billy, I think is his name, our oldest brother.
Jordan, dude, that sold
the Rodgers kids. Do what?
You ride with selling your family out on the Bachelorette?
Hey, if I'm on the Bachelorette and I got to get somehow to the Bachelorette, further in the season, I'm pulling every trick.
It's a direct question.
Hey, man, you know what? I'm fabricating my stories. I don't just work at Chick-fil-A. I own Chick-fil-A, and I'm Truett Cathy's favorite great-grandson.
That's still not the same. It's not the same thing.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
The same thing.
No, it's not. He sold his family out to try and win the Bachelorette.
And out of all the women you could have, Aaron Rodgers, you picked Danica Patrick. That also makes me question your judgment as well.
Relax.
Too. Sorry.
Relax. Chill.
Oh, and I just got a comment. Aaron Rodgers is with Danica Patrick, so that's a W in my book. No. Listen to what I just said.
Relax.
Stick with that.
Relax.
How many NASCAR races did Danica Patrick win, huh?
Who watches NASCAR?
It's a ringless family.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
Oh, it does matter.
No, it doesn't.
Because we want to cultivate a house full of champions, Titus.
Who cares about being a NASCAR? What does being a NASCAR champion really get you in life? Jimmy Johnson won like 30 of those things, and no one cares. I didn't know he was still racing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how he retired.
I mean,
he retired?
The only thing NASCAR can do to you right now, especially these eye simulation games, only thing they can do is ruin your career or end your career. That's what we've learned so far.
Don't get too comfortable.
Yeah.
Don't get too comfortable on the eye thing.
Yeah, we questioned one dude for rage quitting, and then the very next week, somebody said, "Hold my beer." I bet I can make people even more mad and talk about NASCAR even more.
That man was wilding. That man fit every NASCAR stereotype.
Bruh, I mean,
5 seconds.
Dude, okay, as somebody who used to be a huge NASCAR fan, who would watch the races every Sunday,
right?
Shout out my boy Jeff Gordon, and Jacoby's like in my head right now and just like going across. Because as I said that, he puts up Dale over Gordon, and so he's just like playing contrarian today.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? Oh,
yeah, about NASCAR.
When I saw that record or that line or whatever, man, I just saw it. I saw the article and I was like, all right, A, am I surprised? And B, why? Like, why do we have to sink into the stereotype, man? Kyle Larson,
he blew it, bro.
Who I can argue is not even white. He's more Asian, I think. I'm gonna have to ancestry.com it. But do what?
His name is Kyle.
I know. It's such a yeah. He's a white dude.
All right.
And he said the N-word.
He did.
On a NASCAR thing.
Like, he fit. These is be brewing. I'm like, bro, this man might hit every stereotype at once. All at once. That's crazy.
But it was favorite. But it is kind of a funny video.
I haven't seen it yet. I meant to watch it.
Yet?
I imagine how casually he probably said it.
Well,
to his dad, right?
Yeah, he just...
To his dad? Was it his dad? He was...
Well, yeah, I guess his dad was in his room with him. I don't know. He casually just says it. You can't hear it because they bleep it out.
Yeah.
And then you just hear one person over the mic go, "Whoa!" and then somebody else chimes in and is like, "Kyle, we can all hear you, buddy." And then somebody else, and like you can hear somebody laughing in the background too, because like they all know it's over with.
Yes,
if I was Kyle Larson, I don't finish the race. I just tell them like, "All right, guys. Well, I guess I will see y'all never.
Yeah,
my career's over with. Signing off. This is Kyle Larson."
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
So in conclusion, your Aaron Rodgers overrated take failed miserably because you had somebody here to argue with it. And we'll move on to the next topic.
Look, I mean,
the next topic is a user question. The next topic comes to us from you, the community. Every other topic after this is from you guys, the community of Not the Experts. And this topic brought by my father. Will the NCAA football season come? Will the NCAA have a football season? Got distracted trying to cut you off. I'll get my point out there. Will there be a football season this year? Levi, do you think there'll be a college football season this season?
As a certified Not the Expert, yes. Mark it down in your book. There will be college football season this year.
I agree. As a also non-expert, I think there will be a college football season this year. If not for the simple fact that I don't think people in the South are going to allow football.
No, we will not. And have you seen what the SEC has said about this?
No. What'd they say? They're going to play all the games?
They put a fire under my rump when they did this. In a good way. I think you can use that as a bad expression too. But it just got me going. It got me really motivated and excited. The SEC, the commissioner of the Southeastern Football Conference, said, we don't need the other leagues to have college football this year. Because you know why, Titus? We're the SEC. It just means more. We don't care. Get the Big Ten out of here. Get the Pac-12 out. Get the Big 12 out. Get all you non-majors out who are irrelevant anyways. We're going to continue with college football with or without you.
Would you like me to tell you what he's really saying?
What was he saying?
I want to get paid this year, and I plan on giving my salary back, so we're going to have football this year so we can make this money.
Exactly.
So he's actually saying.
Oh, well, you know what, Titus? Go ahead. Throw all we're taking advantage of these kids.
I'm not talking about kids. He's trying to make sure he gets paid specifically.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to make sure he gets paid. ESPN's trying to make sure they get paid because a lot of ESPN's budget relies on the success of college football.
CBS. CBS.
A lot of these colleges, yeah, CBS. Which actually, no, there's no more. Well, this may be the final season.
It's like, before that.
That kind of makes me sad, too. I'm not going to be sad about losing
Gary.
Yeah. Good God, Gary. You are terrible. You are the worst football commentator I've ever heard.
That you, an Alabama fan, hates Gary, and everyone else hates Gary for being too much of an Alabama fan.
No, I don't hate Gary for any of that. I hate Gary because, look, people like to do that. They did it with Cosell. They're doing it with Joe Buck now. People like to hate on, these sports analysts or color commentators because they're always like, they're cheering against my team. Good golly. Like, there's two teams on the field, man. Why don't you talk about the other one, not just one of them? He hates my team. And so people hate it. And so for some reason, like, people really hate Gary because, he's always on Alabama. I hate Gary just because he can't do his job. He gets his own. He not only can see what's happening out on the field, he also has his own private monitor too. And the guy's talking about stuff that I can't see. Or I can see, and he's questioning it. He's like, I'm really not sure if that was a touchdown. Gary, it's clearly a touchdown. Look at your monitor, Gary.
That is my biggest issue with commentators is that anytime there's like a review, they always have to act like, oh, I don't know about that. Like, it's
Gary never knows. Gary never knows. And if he does know, it's like totally wrong. It's like, what are you looking at, Gary? That's just what I want to ask. Gary, what are you looking at? And what are you seeing too? Because there's so many times like you see something going on the field, and I can see it way better than that. One time I see it. Yeah. He gets replays up there in that booth. He could tell the producer, hey, run that back for me. But he doesn't. Or he needs glasses or something. Because I'm going to do that. I mean, I've said so many times on this podcast or this live show, I was like, man, I'm in a quarantine. I have nothing to do. I'm going to go back and do that. But this is something I will do. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to go back, watch highlights of CBS or SEC on CBS and see all the terrible calls that Gary has made because it's just so bad. And I challenge all of y'all out there, if you watch SEC on CBS this year, make a little tally of how many things that Gary misses.
Gary gets wrong
because he's just bad.
Yeah. So the one thing I think the NCAA is coming back because the NCAA is gonna make sure that no matter what they get the football in.
Yeah.
That they're gonna do that.
It's for the betterment of all of us, Titus, because I told you what, episode 1?
Yeah, pardon me, honestly, because I like chaos and like to watch the world burn. I want to see what happens if there's no football.
The world will literally burn, Titus.
I want to see it happen. I want to see what happens. I want to see people. I want to hear the Paul Feinbaum show in October with no college football on. I want to see what they're talking about.
Oh, man.
That's all I want to see.
Yeah.
I'm here for the chaos. I'm always here for the chaos.
Look, imagine what Harvey Updike is going to do.
Oh, God.
With all that time on his hands.
He's out of jail, right?
Without college.
He's free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And so what he'll do.
Look, for all of us, for the sake of all of us.
To protect us from
Here in
Harvey
the
Updike.
South, if you want to protect your land and your property and your freedoms or whatever, give us college football. If not, there will be mass chaos. That's all I say.
The Purge.
The Purge.
The Purge. The Purge.
Yeah, and I can't wait to. We are gonna. This is an idea I had before when we were coming up with segment ideas and stuff like that. We will be hitting the streets soon because we're kind of out of quarantine now, pretty much here in Georgia, and so now I can go up to random people and ask them what they would give up in their life for college football this year, and I can't wait for the reactions for that, and we will play that on our live show soon.
Salute. So yeah, that's that. We will get on to thank you, Father, for that topic. We'll move on to expert and not expert of the week. This is our weekly segment where we talk about who was awesome this week and who was decidedly not awesome in the same week. So yeah, that's what we have. Oh wow, that's very bad. I need you to go first because my expert of the week just got a plot twist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought I had one, but I found it was from 2019. So
nice.
I don't think I can really use it. So I'm gonna have to freestyle this.
Before I get into my expert,
Yes,
he is worse than Booger McFarland. I'm just addressing.
No one's worse than Booger.
Nah, he's worse than Booger. He takes the cake.
Bro, Booger in the NFL playoffs on like third down said that the Bills should run a quick play and then spike the ball.
Oh yeah. I do remember that.
Booger might take the cake on that.
And your mom says you need football. Stop it. You know you need it.
Do I?
We all need it.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
Miss Majors. And I'd like to see Tony Romo call college games. No, I'd rather watch Gary.
I want to keep Romo in the pros.
Yeah, keep Romo in the pros.
Yeah.
I'll keep Gary. Yeah. All right, so my expert of the week is Drake.
Oh, wow. This is going to get very interesting.
Oh, I mean, I said enough. Drake dropped a surprise mixtape. I'm a terrible Drake fanatic. I've yet to listen to all of it so far. But I like what I hear so far. So, expert of the week, thank you, Drake, for giving us new music in this time of sadness and loneliness.
My expert of the week.
He's here to make us feel more lonelier, Titus, during this lonely time.
Yeah.
Thank you,
my
Drake.
expert of the week that I had to wing because I had a date wrong on my other one. So we're just gonna have to figure this thing out real quick. My expert of the week is all the people that have to figure out how to stop these murder hornets. Have you seen the story about the murder hornets, Levi?
I saw you share a post about it.
The murder hornets. There's an evil hornet out there that it bites the head of the bees off and then takes the body back to their hive, back to the hornet's nest to feed the young. It's just going through, chopping off bees' heads with its little teeth things on its face and killing them. It was on, you know that dude, he's like, I forgot his name. He like goes around and tests bites and everything.
Yeah.
He did a video with the murder hornet. It's literally called the murder hornet because it just murders stuff. And it's scary.
It can murder people too?
If enough of them get to you. Yeah, if enough of them get to you, you out of here. It's got one of the worst things in the world. So
2020 lit.
Yeah. So
in a bad way.
So yeah. So I need shout outs to all the people that have to figure out how to stop those bees, the hornets, because they said we gotta stop this in the next couple of years because they just got here. We gotta get this out of here. There it is. That thing. That's it.
Wow. How'd they get here? Where'd they come from?
I don't know where they came.
I knew it. Okay. I didn't want to be that guy, Titus.
What was it?
I didn't want to be that guy. We're hearing reports. Yes, the murder hornet comes from Asia. There's a lot of other things that came out from Asia lately.
It's in fact called the Asian murder hornet.
Oh, there we go. So yeah, that hornet's got to go. And shout out to all the people that the scientists have to stop it before it destroys our bee population and possibly my ability to ever go outside again.
Man.
Because if I'm in the city and I see they're like, oh yeah, there's murder hornets in the city, I ain't coming outside for what? For who? To do what? I'm not dealing with nothing. I'm not dealing with nothing with murder in the name. Nah, I don't want no murder hornets. Keep those away from me. So yeah, shout out to the experts that have to deal with those because I need y'all to handle that timely and expeditiously and in a orderly fashion that ends them all.
Yeah. These Asians getting really creative.
If you got a pesticide, if you got to throw pesticide into the earth, like just a giant thing into the earth, bump the ozone, get them out of here. I don't care. Get the hornets out of here immediately.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So are we going to start? So in 2 years, we'll be out of quarantine, but we'll still be wearing hazmat suits. Is that correct?
Pretty much. Well, no, bro.
Great. We're not getting out of hazmat suits.
It went through the beekeeper's suit.
No.
Yeah, it went through it.
Oh my God.
So we have to build new beekeeper suits because the beekeepers are in danger. If beekeepers are in danger, we're all in danger.
We're all going to be walking around like the Michelin Man.
Yep.
We're all going to look like the Michelin Man.
That's it.
Great.
Yeah, it's over with out here.
This dude had on pants, sweatpants, and a beekeeper suit, and it still went through.
See,
Like the sting did?
Yeah.
Just, oh my
See.
God.
And
It's
like
over with,
a
bro.
few stings is like a snake bite.
It's
in the equivalent of venom.
over out here. It's over for all of us. What? Oh, okay. That's still too high.
It's already killed 50 people.
No,
I'm already
Lord.
allergic to wasps, man. I can't
Oh, no, you can't deal
imagine
with a
like my
hornet.
reaction on these hornets.
Yeah, bro. We don't need that. We don't need none of that
Keep an EpiPen at all times.
at all times. Gotta stay strapped.
Ooh,
So let's get to our not the expert of the week.
dang.
My not the expert. Can I go first?
Yeah, please.
My not the expert of the week is from Canada. His name is Drake.
Oh
Aubrey
my
Graham.
God.
Because while we are under quarantine, he dropped a tape so bland that J. Cole superfans would call it boring.
Dang.
He dropped a tape. He dropped a whole tape, and Aaron Gordon dropped one song, and it was better than anything on that Drake tape. Anything. 9 out of 10. Go check out the Aaron Gordon track. NBA player.
I told you
You gotta get over that dunk contest, by the way, Aaron. Like, you gotta let it go. But the song was fire. Yeah, it was better than that Drake mixtape. I listened to it last night.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is incredibly boring. Oh, you're still saying the same stories. Drake, I know you were a telemarketer. We know that. You told us that for years. We understand. You can stop talking about that now.
Trying to sell Jabot jeans.
Yeah, like incredibly boring, bland, just generic trash. And it had Tootsie Slide on it, so I definitely am not rocking with that. Yeah, so Drake, you are my not the expert of the week. Because when quarantines happen, you're supposed to drop a bomb, not throw a Nerf pellet out. Drop a real bomb on us, because there's nothing else for us to do. But instead, you drop some trash.
It's true.
You got some really bland, generic trash.
I'm not going to deny what you just said about it being bland. I will deny the fact that it's trash, okay? Because nothing that Drake makes is trash. But haven't been impressed by it so far. Instead of like listening to half of it, and I've yet to be impressed. Okay. So this is not the same as if you're reading this, it's too late. Because this was classified as like a throwaway mixtape as well. But if you're reading this, it's too late. It's probably one of the best throwaway mixtapes anyone's ever released.
No, yeah, it aged very well.
Yeah.
If you're into too late, it aged very well. More Life didn't.
Yeah.
More Life aged badly.
All right. Well,
it did.
Look, Titus,
what was his rollout for that? What was the rollout for that?
Let's not ruin our friendship right here.
What was his rollout for More Life? It's a playlist. Isn't that what he tried to say?
Yeah, he says playlist.
Get out of here. It's a playlist with only you on it.
Hey, it's a playlist that's on my phone.
It's a playlist that's on my phone. It's a playlist you release of new songs only you want it. Get out of here, Drake. That was also this is worse than More Life, easily.
Yeah, Playboy Cardi did ruin Pain 1993. When I heard somebody in the Z generation tell me, "Hey man, I listened to that Drake song with Playboy, and Playboy was trash," I knew it had to be trash because you know they love Playboy.
That's their guy.
Like Playboy Cardi and NBA Young Boy.
Look at your boy.
Hey,
Hotline Bling.
Do it, goat.
That's one of the worst.
Do the dance, goat. Yeah,
he makes so many trash songs.
That's my boy.
Y'all let him get so much trash off. Y'all let him get Hotline Bling off. First of all,
didn't I dismiss you earlier, Titus? Didn't I tell you to leave and go home?
I ain't go nowhere.
Oh my.
Also, while we're on the subject of Drake, can we? Oh, what was that thing I said? Can we talk about the Desire song?
Yeah, what? Fire and Desire?
Record. No, Desire's on this.
I've yet to listen to it. I've yet to listen to it.
It's some song on Future. It sounds like a kidnapping track, bro. Like my man's like, I should have put you somewhere where no one could find you in a mansion because you got too many desires. What? What does that mean, Drake? You should have put her somewhere where no one could find her. What you trying to do, bruh? Kidnapping track.
Hey man, you know what? Spin cycle.
Wow, Tyler Eady says Drake only has one decent song. One decent song, like ever.
All right. Well, let me address that right here. I said we were gonna have a guest on in 2 weeks. We just got a text in. Person can no longer do it. So yeah.
Tyler, you just lost your spot. He's kicked off the show for that. Yeah. So that's my not the expert of the week.
My not the expert of the week. I will not dwell on it because we will get into it in these next few topics. Okay. But my not the expert of the week is Sir LeBron James.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we will get into that.
Let's go right into the NBA topic.
NBA season.
Our follower Leah Epps from Orlando. Well, she said Aaron Gordon was robbed. Yeah, but he's got to let it go. Let that dunk contest go, bro. Move on with your life. But yeah, she asked, want to talk about the NBA season and will it happen and where will they finish it at? She's in favor of finishing in Orlando because she lives there, so she like that. I'm in favor of finishing in Vegas at the MGM because I have MGM stock. Shout out to Robin Hood. What's happening? I got some MGM stock, and I think that'll boost me up.
Boost
a
it
little
up.
bit. Yeah, for sure.
So you think? I think they will go with the Vegas thing instead of the
I feel
Orlando thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's a better option in terms of like floor and housing and everything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
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 I can imagine.
Because I'm pretty sure none of those hotels are really open or booked. So
Yeah,
that's plenty of rooms
Right.
for them to stay in.
Yeah.
And hey, you know what? If they're all going to be quarantined there and together anyways, why not open the casinos up for just the NBA players and the team and staff and all that? So
Yeah,
that generates some revenue
Yeah,
right
for
there in
sure.
the casinos
sure.
as well. Good economic
I do
move.
think the NBA. Well, I do think the NBA season is gonna come back in some form or fashion.
Mhm.
But I'm confused about how these leagues plan on getting all these tests in because there aren't widespread tests yet, and they're talking about they're gonna need like hundreds of, probably even thousands or something. I think someone said golf said they're gonna need like 1 million to come back, and that's golf.
Yeah.
Everybody's separated.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine what the NBA, at least something like the NBA, MLB, or NFL would need in terms of testing. But I do think ultimately the need for content and money is going to win out, and we're just going to end up running with these games. And it's making it safe as possible. But I see the NBA coming back very soon, and I'm cheering for the. I do think I want. Do you think they're gonna start a bidding war? Or they're just gonna choose between MGM and Disney? Or they gonna have like a silent secret auction?
Ooh, that's a good question.
And does MGM want to get into an auction with Disney? Because I don't think you can win that.
No. Whoa, yeah.
Disney money long.
That's a good question because I would think for ESPN, it'd be better for them just from a production standpoint and maybe an economic standpoint as well to have it in Orlando because I'm sure they got the facilities, they got everything they probably need right there. But I don't know, man. I mean, who knows?
It's weird.
ESPN likes Vegas a lot too. I mean, they don't shy away from doing events there as well.
The Summer League is all in Vegas now. They moved it all to Vegas.
Okay.
But part of it used to be in Orlando too. I think it used to be Orlando and Vegas. I think they moved all to Vegas.
They may leave it up to a team vote. Like each team gets their vote. Where would they rather have
wins,
it?
Whoever has the most votes, that's where they go.
Yeah. Or maybe split it.
Can they do a Survivor style?
Put Eastern Conference in Orlando and the Western Conference in Las Vegas. I think that's actually the better move.
That's not a terrible idea.
Yeah.
But you just can't do. Yeah, just do well, I guess you can do like a few practice games.
Yeah.
I think maybe 10 practice games, something like that. And then get all the playoff teams. You can keep separated. That would actually work very well.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with that. Yeah, I like that idea. I think we just fixed it. We
Sure.
just solved it. So,
I've thought ever since it got canceled or suspended, delayed, whatever, I didn't think we were going to have an NBA season this year.
That.
I think it's stupid to have an NBA season this year. I think look, just cut it and be done with it because this is going to run into because now you're going to have players wanting to delay the start of next season.
Well, I think Woj said that they're talking about moving this next season, starting it in December, if anything.
Which I know that's a permanent fix people have wanted to have.
Yeah, they want a shorter season starting December, and I'm totally with that.
Yeah,
if you shorten the season up and start in December.
Yeah, me and you agree. Basketball season doesn't really count. Doesn't start till Christmas Day, right?
Yeah. Like I watch.
That's usually the first NBA game I'm going to watch is Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I got too much football on the brain to watch basketball.
I think a shorter season benefits everybody in the long run.
Yeah, and nothing counts before like Christmas Day.
It's like so many experiments being run early in the season. Like everybody's trying to figure out the lineup, which I think is one argument people make for the long season, that you can just do so many things lineup wise and development wise with players, but the shorter season, I think, is just better.
Yeah,
it just makes more sense.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's more of a crunch. That 60-something game season they had during the lockout in 2011 was fine. That was a fine season. When the Heat won the first championship, that was a fine season.
So me and you kind of think we're on the same wave. We think it's kind of pointless. Like, why really rush back to it?
Yeah, like there's bigger things going on.
Yeah,
especially if we want sports back. There's no need to rush it.
I'm all here for rushing stuff, but when it comes to the NBA. To me, I'm like, look, cut your losses, give those tests we'd be giving to all those millions or whatever we need to the NBA, give them to another sport that hasn't started yet, and we could have
how about we give them to people?
How about we give them to NCAA football players?
No, they need to stay at home. College is closed.
Okay.
College is
all
closed.
right, let's give them to people in need then.
Yeah,
we'll go with that.
Yeah, let's go with the citizens.
But
salute.
But I'm trying to mold a little transition here. Somebody who doesn't want the NBA season to be ended and wants it to continue.
Who's that, Levi?
Maybe the person I named as my not the expert of the week.
Oh.
Yeah, LeBron James.
This is an interesting turnaround for you to want someone to name someone not the expert of the week about about winning a season. When you've been out here.
But that's the reason, Titus. That's the reason because he's contradicted himself.
How?
Oh. I mean, all right. Well, let's first.
No, because I legitimately don't know.
This.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know?
No, I really don't know. I saw his quotes the other day, but I don't know. Like,
you just haven't thought about it.
No,
what did he say months ago when they asked him? They're like about continuing the NBA season. They're like, LeBron, how do you feel playing an NBA game without fans? Fans? Yeah. I ain't never poured a bowl of cereal without fans in my life.
You know he backed off of that.
I gotta have fans for everything. Of course he had to, man.
Off because they told him.
Mav said, "Hey, bro, this is a good PR look."
Well, he didn't know what was going on.
He didn't.
I mean, when he didn't
know what was going on.
No one's taking it serious yet. No one's taking it serious yet. Yeah. No one took Corona serious until Rudy Gobert ruined everything and tested positive.
Okay, yeah, so but I mean, it was a legitimate question in the time when it was looking like we may have to continue without fans.
Yeah, but I mean, his reaction was one thing, but he also backed off from that, like the very next day.
Because, all right, yeah, okay, whatever.
Okay, whatever. He did the responsible thing and backed off.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna argue that because I'm sure we both on each side have had somebody say something a little ridiculous.
You've been anti-stopping anything with Corona.
Yeah, I have been.
All right,
and I'll stick to it. But all right, so look. He's
trying to do what you want now.
This is what I want to get into.
He's doing what you want.
This isn't what I wanted to start with. This is what I want to start with.
Okay.
We got LeBron out here. Mm-hmm. You know, the representative for everybody in the NBA. You know, he's the head guy. He speaks for all of us. Mm-hmm. LeBron says, yeah, we definitely got to have that. I mean, what was the quote? Do you remember the quote?
I mean, tweet. I think he said,
he was like, that is stupid not to continue it. Everybody I've talked, because there have been some reports coming out, you know, from front office people, GMs, whatever. People saying, I don't think it's likely, or we really haven't talked about continuing it. We're not addressing the situation like we're planning on.
Here's the quote. Saw some reports about execs and agents wanting to cancel season, 3 question marks. That's absolutely not true. Nobody I know saying anything like that. As soon as it's safe, we would like to finish our season. I'm ready and our team is ready. Nobody should be canceling anything. King emoji.
All right. So the King said it, people. We got to have our basketball. But why do we have to have our basketball? Because the King's window is closing. Oh, and what's also going on during this quarantine? A whole documentary about somebody who he's compared his whole career to MJ. LeBron doesn't have that many seasons to get rings, man. Like, he knows it. He's like, look, this is prime, man. He's like, I don't have that many more seasons. I'm already on the top of the Western Conference. I can have a pretty easy playoffs. I need this shortened season right here to get me another ring to add on.
That's your spin.
But you don't think that's not in his head at all a little bit?
I'm sure it's in everyone's
head. If LeBron was projected to miss the playoffs, if LeBron was projected to miss the playoffs this year, would LeBron be writing that same tweet?
Yes. You know why? Because LeBron wants to play basketball.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
If LeBron was projected to miss the playoffs this year, he would not be making that tweet at all.
There's nothing wrong with this tweet, bro. There's nothing wrong with this tweet.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
He said,
let's read in between the lines.
As soon as it's safe.
To me, it sounds like a superstar who doesn't have that many seasons left.
A better argument
to get his rings.
A better argument would have been he wanted to make sure he gets all his paychecks.
But he's already gotten all his paychecks.
No, he got to take. They had to take a little haircut off the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he wanted that would have been a better argument.
I heard LeBron doesn't pay for anything anyway, so he's doing fine with money.
Rich people don't pay for stuff. That's how it works.
Yeah. Udonis Haslem did say earlier this week. They asked him.
They asked Udonis Haslem for what?
No, they asked him. Back in the Big 3 era or whatever on the Heat, they said least likely to pick up your paycheck.
Oh, he's cheap.
He said it's a tie between Dwayne and LeBron.
Yeah, I don't think
they're not picking up anybody's.
I don't think LeBron paid for Pandora. Like, LeBron's cheap. Yeah. LeBron's extremely cheap.
I don't think he pays for that Calm app either. That costs like $50 a month.
The what?
Yeah, the Calm app, the sleep app.
Oh, it's a sleep.
Calm.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
So
well, if they're sponsored him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But anyways, look, LeBron. Sure, it's an expert move. Tell us that we need the NBA playoffs to continue because you need that ring.
Knowing the sleazeballs you like, I thought you would respect this move.
No, I do respect it a little bit, but I'm having to go all in on him not being the expert. And then, so he's all for it. He sees his window closing. He's got to get that ring. Can't just end this season because it's not in the plan. And 2, he's got Kobe magic on his side. I mean, we all had. If you didn't have the Lakers winning this year after January, February, you're just not aware of stuff.
I think that's more of a pressure than magic.
Well,
that's more pressure on him.
No. the Kobe Magic will show up in playoff time in Staples
See.
Arena, man, or Staples Center. Trust me, I've seen it before. I have a whole theory behind it. It's called
I don't think I wanna hear it.
Catastrophes Cause Championships. I'm gonna write a book on it one day. But
I'm
anyways,
not gonna read it.
Yeah, and he tells us months ago when we shouldn't be taking it seriously, that like I said, I don't eat a Pop-Tart without fans. How do you expect me to go play basketball without fans? And then now he's all for it.
He came off
now
that
he's
quote
all
2 days
for
later,
it.
though. It's not like he just changed. It's not like it took months and then said
Get
this.
out of
He came
here,
off that quote
LeBron.
2 days later, bro.
That's
You have not won an argument today. You about 0-4.
in my head. I've won all of them.
You about 0-4.
and that's all that counts.
You about 0-4 on the day. But I'm with you.
I bet the people agree with me here.
That's because
Let's
people
see.
are haters. People are a bunch of haters.
Levi's always been jealous of LeBron.
Whoa, who said that? It's not
Mike. Because Kobe said Levi's been a LeBron hater since 06, which is accurate. Is that when
Yeah.
he went to Miami?
No, not at all.
When did he go to Miami?
Like 10, 27.
10? Yeah, that's way too early. It was 10, Kobe. When he went to Miami, I thought it was a bailout move. Do I still think that? No. I mean, because
KD didn't
everybody
change-
else done it. Yeah,
KD didn't change your mind.
Yeah, exactly. I said,
Wow,
you know what?
whoa, he changed his mind.
Yeah,
guys,
don't be
look
fair
at that.
criticism,
He
but
changed
do
his
I still
mind.
have to like LeBron?
Sheesh,
No. I
that's
can
crazy.
respect him,
How
but
dare
I don't
you?
have to like
How
him.
dare you change your mind?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
How dare me? I need to get.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I need to
Yeah,
change.
yeah. How you take just got smoked
Trying
right
to find
there.
the rest of these. LeBron is not the only one thinking like that.
Tyler, he
Okay,
says
yeah.
KD will be healthy next year too. I'm like, yeah, KD, but KD plays with Kyrie,
Yeah.
and
So
they're not
that
going anywhere.
window's closing up.
They're not going, bro.
guess
They're
who's
not
gonna-
going anywhere.
Hey, guess who's going to be good next year in the
Who?
Western Conference too?
Who?
The Golden State Warriors.
We'll see about that one.
Yeah, the Golden State Warriors are going to have like a top 5 draft pick, bro,
But
and
we'll
all
see
their
what
players
happens.
back.
We'll see what happens.
They'll be straight.
We'll see what
Well,
happens.
LeBron knows he needs that other ring, and he can. And this is the best season or time to
I
do
mean,
it.
everybody wants a ring. Kawhi wants one. He just won't talk about it. I'm sure he wants one too.
KD bailed out, and he is the god of Levi. I hope you posted
Facts.
that before we just addressed that, Michael. If not, you're too self-involved in your own comments and just listen to the show, man.
Wow. You went
No,
right at him.
I'll kill with Mike like that. You
Yeah,
know, I love
I
you,
know.
Bars. Yeah, but yeah, I get it. I
Yeah,
did do
yeah,
that
yeah.
with KD, and so I'm trying to be even here.
Oh, you changed your own opinion. That's crazy. Imagine
But
that.
he's still not the expert of the week.
All right, I feel you. We'll go on to what Kobe
UFC.
pitched. Kobe want to
Oh,
talk
my
about the
bad.
UFC. Yeah, you good?
Oh
My bad.
yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. You got that. You got
Kobe
that.
want to talk about Dana White said they're going to do like 3 events in 3 weeks. By the way, that's
Yeah, I
what Dana
heard.
White claims.
Mm-hmm.
If Dana White says it, it's probably not true. So that's just like how that goes. If Dana White has a great idea, it's probably too good to be true. So I don't believe him, Kobe. I don't believe him for like half a second. I think they're still, bro. Literally on Instagram the other day, one guy was like, "Oh yeah, I'm fighting such and such in a few months," and the dude comment in a few weeks, and the dude comment and say, "Wait, we're fighting?" That's because they're not communicating with anybody. No one knows what's going on. When they canceled the last event, when they had finally canceled the event that just passed, that was supposed to happen a few weeks ago. Justin Gaethje said he found out on Twitter. They didn't call him and tell him. He found out later.
Oh wow.
So he didn't know what was going on. He had just signed a contract and had no idea that event got canceled. They can't even communicate this stuff, right? There's no way they're gonna be able to pull off 3 events in 3 weeks on 2 weeks' notice. I think the first event's supposed to happen next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they're gonna be able to pull it off. As they say, as the YouTube video that was made years ago says, Dana White, don't believe his lies. He be lying. He be lying a lot. He has a lot of ideas. He's an idea guy. Sometimes they work out. Sometimes he's just talking because he gets wrapped up in his own hype. Don't believe him. I don't believe him. Maybe we'll get one. We might get one event. One, maybe. Oh, by the way, they asked him where everybody get tested, and he like dodged the question. And like, there are a lot of things I just don't want to tell you guys in the media about this. And you know, we're really big on this. Is the exact quote: "Safety or whatever." That's the exact word: safety or whatever. So no one's getting tested, is what that confirmed in my mind.
I love Dana White because he's the stereotypical businessman. Like he's gonna.
Yeah.
He's just popping off, man. He's like, yeah, we're gonna have it. We're gonna have everything. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. Well, I've been been in communications with everybody. I put it on a Twitter poll. I had 100% yes, 0% no. We're having this thing. Oh, and I've had like 50 people call me this morning offering up their property for us to come fight on it.
That's so accurate.
Yeah.
He's like if Elon Musk owned like a fight company.
Oh,
just throwing stuff out.
I like that.
Just throwing stuff out there
I
that
like
makes no
that.
sense and probably won't happen.
Because apparently Elon Musk doesn't. He's homeless now, or will be homeless soon.
Elon is crazy. I wonder how much the stock people hate him. Like people that own like this people that on the business chair of the Tesla thing. I want them to hate him. Like just every time he tweets, like, why are you just stop talking?
Yeah.
But they can't get rid of him because it's Tesla and he's the name of it. That's the smart play by putting your name on a company. They can't get rid of you because your name's on it. It won't hit the same without
And then
you.
too, when everybody bailed on him with his Joe Rogan incident, everybody else saw that as an opportunity. Oh, you're bailing? Then I'm jumping in on this ship. And he over doubled like his shares or whatever.
The fact that made the stock drop was one of the funniest things ever. I'm like, really? That made Tesla stock drop?
Yeah.
A video.
I mean, it was all the old people who
that's
had their grandkids send it to him. Like, hey, don't you invest in this guy's company?
And I'm like, they're in a legal state too, by the way. So like, why would you be mad about that?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so we were on to thanks to Kobe for that. Now we're going to Wes. Is it Wes or Wesley? What's he go by? Wes?
Wesley.
Wesley said we got to talk about UFOs.
A little bro.
Apparently,
UFOs. I'm glad we're having this talk here.
Yeah, it's an important conversation to have.
It's a very important conversation. Yeah. Just as important as the Hornet bees.
The murder hornet.
Talking about their
awareness.
Murder Hornet.
Yes.
Yeah. UFOs are real, people.
Apparently, the Pentagon allegedly. Well, you said they've done it. They already did this like years ago.
Yes.
But they confirmed some UFO sightings or something.
Yeah. So they what's it? Undisclosed, declassified.
Undisclosed. Yeah. Undisclosed. That works.
So video
or disclosed
footage,
right? Yeah, undisclosed. Like
undisclosed video.
Yeah.
All right. So they
not
just undisclosed some video footage of a UFO.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I like that UFO. That's what's up. So it's gotten a lot of people on a tizzy, or a lot of people are talking about it. Like that tizzy. I haven't used that.
Tizzy out there. Nothing like getting thrown at a tizzy.
If you're just now finding out that UFOs are real, you have been living under a rock. You don't actually read articles that you share, and you don't listen to Joe Rogan. So if you hit on one of those three or all three, that means you didn't know UFOs were real. We've known this for a while. And I did say the government, I'm pretty sure back in 2014, like right towards the end of Obama's second term, he had undisclosed some more alien type stuff.
Right.
So people, here it is. I'm going to give you a little summary.
We got alien summaries? I'm excited.
Yeah, I'll give you a little summary of what's going on. So back in 2014, I want to say when this was I think they had to declassify this information because they kind of got to let us know, I think, like what they spend their money on, the government.
Right.
So the government put aside either millions or billions of dollars into this one like kind of branch or section in the military just about UFOs. That's all it was. It's just research on UFOs.
Wow.
So we have known this has been going on for a while.
Yes.
You can go back to, there's been a dude traveling who's a former, like, very high ranked official in the Navy, I want to say. He was a Navy pilot. You can be in the Navy and still fly planes, can't you?
Yeah, you probably.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, so he's in the Navy, but he's a fighter pilot, and they go off the West Coast in California.
Yeah.
And they do like, their routine fly-throughs and stuff like that and inspections. And then they came across a UFO that looked like a Tic Tac. It was in the shape of a Tic Tac and didn't have any propellers on it, didn't have any wings on it. Like I said, looked like a Tic Tac flying. It could go in any direction that it wanted. It could fly up. It would fly down. It would disappear into the water. It would fly back up. It went way faster than they could go. And they're, high-powered,
it's freaky.
Yeah, highfalutin jets. Like and he's been traveling the world ever since, or traveling the nation ever since then, doing, sit-down talks with people, about these big alien heads or whatever. And it's a dude who did not believe in aliens or does not really believe in the supernatural, but he feels like, he's just said, I guess it's kind of my duty. Like, there's so many people out here who want to know about it. Right. He said, so I'll just share my experience.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's not the only sighting. There's another dude, can't remember his name. Go look him up on Rogan. And two, he's got a Netflix thing out. Can't remember his name, but he worked for Area 51.
Okay,
yeah, for the government back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's the dude that started the whole Area 51 thing.
Oh, really?
'Cause,
He's that
yeah,
guy. Okay.
So he was kind of a, not a snitch. What do they say when somebody talks?
Whistleblower?
Whistleblower, yeah. So he's the Area 51 whistleblower.
The political term for snitch.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
basically.
And yeah, that's good. I've never thought about it like that. It's the PC term of snitch, whistleblower.
Oh, my dad says every military branch has pilots, Levi. Come on, man. I didn't
The
know.
Army has pilots?
I
Okay,
wasn't
I
about that
thought
either,
Air
yeah.
Force was like main, like,
I knew
pilot
they
thing.
specialized in. Well, I guess it does make sense. But some reason, I guess part of me did think they like when they had missions, they had like Air Force guys there with them that would be flying. But all right.
Yeah.
cool.
So
Good to know.
this guy, who I still can't remember his name, he says, "Hey, look, man, I'm not allowed to say anything. I've signed these agreements. I come in, I do one job, and that's it. I can't be in anyone else's like work department. I can't work on another project. I only work on the one project that they give to me." And this dude was some master like chemical engineer type thing.
Yeah.
Like he put a jet rocket inside his car. Like he's just like that
What?
kind of advanced. Yeah, he was able to do
Okay.
stuff like that,
Okay.
something like that. But he whistleblows. He tells people like, look,
Yeah.
for the past 2 years, I've been working on a UFO,
Okay.
but just one piece of a UFO. He hasn't been working on the whole thing because he's not allowed to. He's not allowed to know everything about it.
Right.
He walks by a hangar that was cracked open, had
Right.
7 other different shaped UFOs in it. He had gotten his hands on a fly sheet, like a fly schedule sheet. And so he knew late at night, like early in the mornings, like 1 and 2 o'clock in the mornings is when they would test like because they're having to reverse engineer it. Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
they're having to learn about it by taking it apart
Yeah,
and,
that's how-
doing
yeah.
it. So he told like 4 of his buddies about it, went up to the mountains, which is the area you can't get to now because now that you can see some from there, they blocked that off. But
Naturally.
yeah, and they got it on footage as well of some weird UFO
Interesting.
flying around that was definitely not man-made. And it's
Okay.
scary. I mean, it's really cool. It's kind of scary at the same time because when they're reverse engineering all this, they have no idea how any of this works. Like it's
Yeah.
beyond like man concept.
So here's my thing with UFOs, right?
Yeah.
I want to talk directly to the aliens if they're out there.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all listening, I need you to do some history research and learn about what happened when when Americans decide they have land. And first of all, I need you to learn about American diseases because the early Americans, you need to look how the early Americans got this land from the Native Americans. They just made all of them sick, and we got Corona out here. I don't think you want to come down here because I don't think y'all will make it back to your planet just because we ain't gonna do nothing special, but y'all just might get sick and die because your immune systems aren't used to the earth diseases. American history tells you this. It's literally in books, literally in history books.
Can I take that to the spin cycle?
Go ahead.
I say NASA, if you're listening, let's pack all of our rockets and ships and everything, whatever we take to get to the moon. Let's pack them full of coronavirus-filled people. And let's send them to every planet we can send them to, and we take over.
See,
USA.
I don't
USA.
See, I don't really want a war with the aliens because I seen Independence Day.
Yeah,
and that was a big ship.
Yeah,
I just want the aliens to know that if they come here, you might have some success early on. You might get us in the first half, but that second half, when y'all get coughed on, and you spread that to your other alien homies, your whole race is dead.
Yeah,
and I want you to continue to exist in your alien realm, and I want us to continue to exist in our alien realm.
that's probably why they
Our
haven't made
human
human
realm.
contact with us because they know.
Yeah,
because they're smart.
yeah.
Yeah, I have a theory though.
What's up?
It's not aliens. Aliens aren't real.
I don't disagree with that theory. But I was just saying if they are real in the UFOs, yeah.
I'm gonna throw this theory out there.
Is it the? Never mind. Go ahead. I don't have a theory.
I'm gonna say Putin's got some stuff up his sleeves. It might be Russia.
Yo,
Russia might have some stuff we don't know about.
It's our third time mentioning Putin on this podcast. We
Yeah, bro.
We on a list. A list I don't want to be on. I don't want to be on that list at all.
I feel like
Give me
Russia got
Putin's
some
list.
stuff we don't know about.
Give me our Putin's list. But yeah,
because they got that like that modest cockiness to them. They kind of
is
act
it
like
modest? Yeah.
yeah they act
I don't
like
think it's. I
hey,
feel
we
like
better
it's just,
than you.
It's just shade.
Yeah,
it's
just
like
shade.
yeah, it's just like oh look at you.
Yeah.
It's just like professional shade. They're
Yeah.
professional shade throwers.
Well, there are UFOs out. I'm
Yo,
not saying aliens are
yeah.
out there, but there are UFOs out there.
One last UFO thing. What alien are the scariest? Like in movies, which alien would you want to see the least on Earth? Like
Predator.
I would consider Predator up there.
I've never seen Predator. I've seen clips
Predator's
of it and
definitely up
pictures of
there.
them to know I wouldn't want to mess with
Yeah,
that.
that's definitely up there.
Yeah.
The Alien from Alien is up there too. They freak me out. The Independence Day one freaked me out just because that ship was really big, and it spanned like the whole Earth. And then like no one talks about the fact that after they blew that ship up, somebody had to clean all that up off every single planet, or every single world country. I almost said world. They had to clean that up. So if there are aliens, I hope they're like Signs. That way we can just throw water on them. Because the aliens, I don't know if you've ever seen Signs. I haven't, but the way they killed the aliens in Signs was they were allergic to water, but they came to a planet that's what 70% water. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, so that's what they did in Signs. They're like, how we kill aliens? Water. That's how they did that. So yeah.
I like to imagine my aliens as like the or those balls that you get out of a vending machine. You know, you put a quarter in. If you want like a ring or something, it comes in that thing. You seen Jimmy Neutron?
Yeah, absolutely.
The movie, the Jimmy Neutron
Brain
movie.
blast.
That's what they look like. You know, those aliens, they look like.
Those aliens was wilding though.
They were.
Yeah, they took all the parents.
Yeah, and they made them do the chicken dance, and then they were going to eat them.
That was crazy. Jimmy Neutron was a crazy story when you think about it.
Yeah, Jimmy Neutron.
He's underrated, bro.
Oh,
he's
it is one of the most underrated shows and movies of all time. And what's his dad's name?
I forget.
What's Jimmy's dad's name? Jimmy's dad is like top movie TV show dad of all time.
He's up there. You got him up there.
Oh, he's up there. He has one line in there. My favorite. He says in the movie, because I had watched this a few weeks ago. I saw it on whatever. I was like, oh. He says, "Well, Jim, if all your friends were named Cliff, would you jump off them too?" It's a classic Jimmy Neutron dad line.
Yeah, so yeah, Jimmy is the man.
Jimmy, James.
Yeah, he did do
that.
Yeah. Nah, Jimmy Neutron's underrated, bro. That's a legend.
Yeah.
Like because he came up in the Fairly Odd Parents era.
Yeah.
In their prom, so it was hard for him to get his shine right.
Yeah.
But that joint movie was fire. When they did that joint movie, did you ever see it?
Oh yeah, I did see that. That was pretty good.
That was
pretty
really
good.
Flames.
But yeah, Jimmy Neutron's like top 5 for me all time.
Yes,
kids.
Absolutely,
movies.
for sure.
Yeah.
Him, all 5. Well, he might be top 6 because all 5 of the Codename Kids Next Door are 1 through 5.
Do what?
He might be top 6 because the top 5 might be all 5 of the Codename Kids Next Door kids. I don't know if you know about Codename Kids Next Door.
No, I don't.
It was before your time.
Yeah, for me.
But yeah, Codename Kids Next Door is fire. You got to go back into the archives to find that one. That was lit. Shout out to the Delightful Children from Down the Lane. But I put you on the Codename Kids Next Door. It's a lot of legendary stuff in that show.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So yeah, shout out to the UFOs and aliens. Just be aware of what you might run into if you come down here. Look up our history of the early Americans and see what happens to people.
Mm-hmm.
Right in your face. All the aliens did.
Yeah.
So we'll go on to not an expert, but our final segment of the show.
Yeah.
Levi, what you got, bro?
All right. So I'm about to contradict myself even more because you kept throwing this out there when I was trying to make that LeBron statement. And I'm going to emphasize the phrase, I'm not an expert, but, okay? So remember that. I'm not an expert, but COVID-19's a bust. And if I had to compare it to, bust in the NFL, I would say it's the Alex Smith of infectious diseases. He's drafted in the first round. We thought this is, very dangerous and serious and put everybody on alert. But I feel like we just keep pushing it through now. I saw the number the other day. We got like 38,000 deaths so far.
Like it's not a lot.
I mean, we average 750,000 just to the flu every year. So
it's ain't been around that long yet. Give it time.
Yeah, but we're talking about a year.
I saw Georgia just went up 1,000 the other day.
Do what?
I thought Georgia reported another 1,000 cases a couple days ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not an expert, but
I feel you.
I think, look, when I got a dude out here, a billionaire who's coming up with his own vaccine and has a major influence on the government and tells the government, hey, I'm creating this vaccine, okay? And I'll sell it to y'all. And but just remind everybody, they can't go outside till we get, enough of this vaccine. But I got y'all. I'm here for y'all. I'm not looking out for, my money. I'm looking out for y'all.
Who told that lie?
We'd probably get kicked off if I said it because he's kind of the, Bill Gates.
Oh, he told that lie? He told that lie?
Yeah, he's the one. He's the one coming up with the patent the patent for the vaccine.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know that?
No, I haven't been following it that much. I
Yeah.
can't.
And I think it's a little strange too that he's been warning us for the past 10, 15 years about how dangerous an infectious disease is. And if you go back and look at the timeline of when he visited, Wuhan and before and after and all
This
this.
sounds conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
like.
I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm here for a good conspiracy. I mean, I just told everybody I already knew aliens existed.
Sounds a little
That
tin
was
hat.
classified as a conspiracy this whole time.
But you said you didn't. You said UFOs, not aliens specifically. You did say you don't believe in aliens.
UFOs. I'm sorry, I just misspoke.
I'm trying to keep your points right. I'm trying to keep you.
No, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
You're keeping me straight.
No problem.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm not. I'm not. I said emphasis. I'm not an expert, but
Okay.
that's just all I want to say.
Those are the views of Levi. Y'all keep washing your hands, cause
keep washing your hands. Stay as quarantined as you can. But
if one of us gets corona, this podcast off air for about a month, so all your entertainment's gone on Sunday nights. I don't know what y'all gonna do with yourselves.
And Wesley says he already has the patent. Yeah.
Okay.
Bill Gates.
Good for Wesley.
Yeah.
So I'm not an expert, but May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So just I want everyone to remember that mental health is a very important part of your overall health. Take care of your mind, body, and soul. Keep yourself together. Do what you need to do. Talk to people. Reach out if you need help with anything. There's no shame in it, in needing help. So don't be afraid to ask for it if you need it. And I think I'm gonna do more stuff with that this month, just because Mental Health Awareness Month. I want to always shed light on that. So y'all always be aware of that. And I just want to shout out to everybody going through it, or gone through it, and been through it, and got through it. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. I just came up with that too. So salute to all of y'all. There are resources for you if you need help. Always follow them. Always look for them. People are out there. You're not alone. That's all I have. So thank you, Brother Most Media Production Studios.
It's been a deep
Clayton and Christina,
episode.
brother. Yes, this episode went all over the place. It was kind of wild. Thank you,
Went back
listeners.
to the shallow end.
Thank you, listeners, for the participation y'all had this week in helping form this show. We appreciate that. We'll be back. Like I said, early tomorrow. Tiger King Podcast Part 1 will be out with a controversial opinion from one of the hosts of this show. So y'all be on the lookout
wild
for that.
stab at who that is.
Yeah, y'all guess who that is. Probably not the person. It's not the person that said Finding Nemo had to go on the one gotta go list.
Yeah.
So thank you all. Salute. Go watch The Last Dance. Are we back tomorrow?
Nah. Well, can we come out? We'll talk about it off air. We may be. Stay posted.
Stay posted. If anything, if we're not back live tomorrow, we'll have a show out for y'all.
Yeah, we'll zoom
about
it or
The Last
something.
Dance. Yeah, we'll have The Last Dance show out for y'all for sure.
Yeah, so we keep y'all posted on these things. I was kind of half listening. I don't know if you had promoted already, but at NCAA Podcast,
yes,
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook,
all the books, all the socials. Get at us. Continue to follow us everywhere. Podcast, YouTube, all that. If you follow us on Facebook, also follow us on YouTube, Not the Experts.
Yeah, I was about to say that. If,
get us on both.
If you're one that keeps watching us on Facebook, that's fine. Keep doing that. But also, go take a gander at the YouTube page and go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
And that won't hurt us. Yeah, and there'll be YouTube exclusive content coming too. So just look out for all that.
We do have some ideas of interviews with different people, kind of like our more non-sports related stuff.
Right. Yeah,
just going straight to YouTube.
Us getting in our regular bags and everything. And playback. If you don't catch it live, and you want to rewatch the show. Playback's a little easier on YouTube, to be honest. So use it for playback if you want. Just subscribe to the channel. Everywhere. Get our numbers up.
Also,
thank y'all. Good.
Oh, sorry. Also, if y'all have any topic ideas you want us to talk about, if you have any interest of merch that you want, and if you are someone or someone who you think is sort of not the expert, has some not expertise.
Yes.
Sorry, I was trying to get to that. In some area, sports, non-sports, send them our way. Might sit down with them, talk to them.
Yep. So that's gonna be another idea I'll talk you about off air too. All right, so thank y'all. We out. See you.